Welcome back to Globe or Get Out. I'm half of the podcast, Mel.
And I'm the other half, Sam.
Hey guys, we are at it again with another episode.
Here we
One
are.
that's very familiar if you've been here for a while. We're playing the game We're Not Really Strangers again. It's just like a nice check-in, I think, of a game.
I feel like I haven't played this, God, I don't know, in like a year or something, like in general. And then,
Oh, me too.
yeah.
Since like last summer. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while. But I feel like people think you play it once and then like it's done.
Yeah, no.
Like I think even if we got the same exact questions as we did as the first video, we'd have different answers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, life has changed so much since the last time we've played. Even, like, the reflection one, where we, like, did our own, like, episode.
Oh, right. The solos.
I think that, like, it's been a while, a really long time since we've...
And we would get different questions.
Yep.
Maybe we run it back. Let us know if you want to see the solo reflection next. Maybe not, like, right after this, but, you know.
But let us know.
So I think we decided fate. So if you don't know the game, I guess.
Wait, okay, also, one thing I realized in the last, like, 2 episodes, we completely just, like, fucking said fuck it to the gratitude.
The grateful thing? No,
Yeah.
I noticed that, and then we start the topic, and in my head, I'm like, oh, we should have said that, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I just kept it
anyway, fuck it. We're just gonna go straight into our topics.
I'm just gonna wait for people to say bring it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are like, or like, I don't know, tell us what you want to hear at the beginning about our personal lives. I feel like the whole episode is about our personal lives.
Yeah, this one is specific.
This one specifically. Maybe ones that are like a more generic topic.
Like when we do like pop culture or whatever. Like,
We'll
sure,
be
if you
like,
want to hear
our
about our
life
lives.
is this.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
anyway, let us know.
So if you don't know what the game is, it's basically 3 different rounds of questions, and it's like each round you get deeper and deeper into, I guess, like the person. It's something in theory.
Yeah, like in getting to know somebody.
Right. So we decided we're actually going to do phase 1 in Glowing Hour because we just feel like we know each other fairly well. We're going to get good questions, but I think it will just be like a good like Glowing Hour topic, right? It's just like
it's just a little more like casual.
They're light questions. We're not gonna be drunk and being like, yeah, I actually really hate you or something, which we wouldn't. But like, you know what I mean? There's no like, if we get a hard question, we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like I have to really think about myself right now.
Yeah. I think we also like might put like a little spin on it. We don't know yet. We're just trying to figure out the first section and the next segment.
So we will be skipping phase 1. If you are confused or you've never played, we're letting you know now.
Yes.
Skipping phase 1.
So who goes first? And how many
It's
do we
the
want
eye
to do?
contact thing.
Oh, we're doing that? Oh,
Right?
fuck,
Isn't
okay.
it? I mean, I'm terrible at
I'm like,
this.
girl, I got anxiety.
I said
in my eyes right now.
We don't have.
My eyes hurt. Okay, ready? I'm probably gonna lose.
No, you won the last one. Okay. Fuck, I'm already like blinking because I'm anxious.
Me too.
It's the coffee, bro.
2, 3.
The silence is. Oh my god.
My eyes are blurry, dude.
Wait, I forgot. Isn't it like bad to be the one that?
I have to go
wins?
first, right?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh,
because
but it's
I
level.
lost?
It's level 2 though, so it's a little bit better. Because level 1 isn't it usually like a question about the person who lost
Oh yeah.
or won? Good luck. Hopefully it's an easy one.
What's your father's name?
Oh,
And tell me one thing about him.
cute.
Okay, cute. My dad's name is Miguel Ángel Nava. Well, the way that I take this question is like, tell me kind of like about the name.
Oh, okay.
I'm already getting way too deep.
Okay, you can do whatever you want with the question.
Anyway, well, let me start by saying that like me and my dad, I take a lot of like personality traits from my dad. He's very quiet and shit. But he grew up without a father himself. And one thing he's always wanted to portray to me is that like he wants to be a good dad himself without like, especially because he didn't have
An example.
an example.
There you go.
And so big thing that I've like now have like come to realize for myself is that like he, I think, used to find shame in his last name. He didn't want to define himself based on his dad's last name, who like left him when he was little. So now in my own like new life, I like, not like me living through him, but like I want to carry on the name that was tainted for him and create it as like a whole new thing to be proud of, that like it's him who has the name, and like why it's special, it's because of him, not because of like
his past
or like this man that was like never present in his life. But yeah, that's
beautiful.
all about him.
So cute. Miguel, we stan
him.
Exciting though. That's like a really unique and special thing about your dad.
Yeah.
Like now you've
Now.
rewritten the story to be now. It's like, no.
Yeah,
It's about you.
I don't want it to carry like trauma, or I guess like like bad intentions. I think there's a lot to be proud of, and he should be proud of himself.
Oh god. Finish the sentences. Strangers would describe me as blank. Only I know that I am blank. This is kind of deep. Like I could be surface level.
The level's name is connection.
Yeah. I don't know. That one's a hard one. I really have to think about it. I'm gonna say I think strangers would describe me as confident. And I would say, I guess,
Like timid?
no. I was gonna say insecure as the opposite. So I think strangers would see me as confident, but in reality I'm insecure. And like not in like the like every single day I'm so insecure and like I'm actually like putting on this facade every day or whatever. But just like I feel like I'm very good at
Keeping the insecurities like within.
yeah, and like pushing things down to like I only deal with them myself.
Got it.
And like obviously they come out. They come out, trust me. But like yeah, I feel like strangers, not like my friends would think
Yeah.
that. I think strangers would think.
I mean, we're not all going around going, she's so motherfucking insecure.
This girl, everyone thinks she's confident.
She's
if
not.
only you knew.
I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
Fun. When was the last time you surprised yourself? I feel like we got this one last time.
Yes, we did. I got it though.
I would say today. I went to ballet class, and I haven't danced since high school. I guess college. But it was in ballet. I think ballet is like a whole beast of its own. Very technical. So even in high school, I wasn't like the best in ballet. So going back to something that like I was never good at, but also just dancing and like using my body in that kind of a way was a fear of like, because I didn't think that maybe I would be good anymore. But like I'm in a space in my life now where like I don't really care about that. It's just more like I love to entertain myself in that form and like express myself in that form. And it used to feel so good to me. So I've surprised myself in like going back, because I wouldn't have probably done that like 2 years ago.
You just put it off for so long that you're like, oh my god. Proud
Yeah.
of myself. I did that.
Yeah. And it felt really good. I think at the end, like right before I was going to shower, like I felt like I don't want to say like the afterglow, but it kind of feels like that, like of like when I used to do class and then go home and I was like, my body felt like strong, or like it felt like I had just worked out.
Like adrenaline
Yeah.
high type thing.
So yeah, it felt good.
And if you guys listen, I don't know how many episodes Mela said she wanted to go back to dancing, but she did it.
I did it. Surprised myself.
She fucking did it. Damn! What is a dream you've let go of? Why are they gotta be like that?
That one's fucked up.
Dude, I don't know. I'm like, maybe there's some I should let go of, but I haven't yet. What's a dream I've let go of? Oh, I mean, this one's like, maybe I'll give this one, and if it's not good enough, you could tell me.
Okay. You're going to say something fucking dumb, like,
No, I'm not.
getting these pairs of shoes.
No, I'm not gonna be that dumb. It's just like an old, like really old dream. I let go of the dream of like being married and having kids in a family by the age of like 26. Because, babe, that's next year.
Babes,
So I don't have much of a choice in letting go of that dream anymore. But I think I did let go of that like 3 years ago. So, like, I have let go, but I think officially, like, that's just gone. Like, it's not gonna happen. And, like, I'm okay with that, honestly. Like, I feel like if I rushed it, it would just not
Yeah,
be good.
I feel like you had to live so much more life.
Yeah, I think settling down, like, looking at who I was during that time when that was my dream, I feel like I was such a different person. And, like, if I had settled down and gotten married, oh my god, there would be so many things that I didn't experience. And I'm sure things that I did experience that would be positive and negative. But, like, I don't know.
It's almost like now that you're not in that headspace, you can see like exactly why it didn't happen.
Yeah, and, like, more life has obviously shown me like there's more to life than that, or them, or what you think you were destined to be. And I don't know if like my like destined to be a mom thing when I was younger, I don't think I like went around telling people like I can't wait to have kids, or like I want to be married, and like it was never my like goal necessarily. I think I always just like found it as a good purpose for me, because in that relationship that I was in when I had this dream, I was very much like like trophy wife vibes, you know what I mean? Like I was just kind of there, and like I didn't have my own true ambitions and goals. Like I was just going with the flow, going to college, starting a business, but like I have no idea where this is gonna go. I just need to do something with my life. But like my main goal was like start a family, like let's get married, let's have this big wedding, let's do that. And it was mostly just about like probably societal like
a
vision.
Yeah. That's really interesting. That's not a stupid one. That's a really
I just feel like
important one. I think I feel like although you did that almost 4 years ago, I still think that it's something that you have let go over those 4 years. Like I think even today,
wasn't like I let go of that day.
Yeah, I think even today, even though that's probably like far from your fucking heads, like you don't really think about that much. I think you've like you've had to recreate a new dream out of that dream of like I have more purpose than just being.
And even like
the
new
mom.
Dreams are like, this is crazy. Like
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, like you still want a family, you still want to get married, you still want to be like have a partner. It's just now you've given yourself no timeline, and it's more of like it's gonna happen when I'm ready.
It's supposed to happen. Which like, universe, please don't make me wait very long.
Girl,
I'm impatient, and I'm like a really good girlfriend or wife, so like they'd be really lucky.
We gotta do a tarot episode.
Ooh,
because we've been pulling some cards.
We should do it in March.
Not waiting like literally 5 months.
Hey, that way we can ask like, so what happened? Like if it didn't happen, or if it did, like so is he the one?
It's like, yeah, this bitch wasn't ready.
Dead ass, it might.
We'll see. I hate this. Are you missing anyone right now? Do you think they're missing you too?
You go a lot of ways with that.
I'm gonna take this as like a literal like person I don't have in my life anymore.
Yeah.
Because of course like I have like friends that I miss right now, but like I'll see you later. Like I'll see you tomorrow probably.
Like not anything
and like my partner and stuff.
Too close to reality.
Yeah. I'm thinking of one person in specific, but I can think about like this concept overall. So let me explain.
Okay.
I miss one of my friends. So I have like a childhood best friend that like I recently like fell out of. Not even like our friendship. It's just like it kind of, we all just kind of, it just dissolved out of nowhere. Yeah, that's who I'm missing. I just feel like I miss the times we used to have. Like we had a very solid like friendship, and also like a group of friends that were all together in that time. And that's like why also I say like the concept, because there's a concept where I've been thinking a lot, you know, when you've been so close to a friend or like a person for a certain amount of time, and then like years like go by, and then now you're like, oh my god, I was so close to that person for 3 years, and now I don't even speak to them
all the time.
It's fucking insane. So
when were you guys friends? Like what?
From like middle school, like 7th grade, through like up until my 23rd birthday. So really long time.
Do you think he misses you?
I don't know. I hope so. Part of me says no, because I feel like people who miss each other would reach out.
Have you reached out?
I have.
I was gonna say, because if you miss him and he doesn't know, then.
And I don't think that there's like any
out?
animosity, but it's just like I think that like his current lifestyle and like life, you know, the way that he lives his life is just like not in conjunction with
the friendship you want.
The friendship that I think that I deserve. I think that like he's also just been so absent from a lot of our friends' lives. So like I know it's not just me, but I think we all like miss him as a person in our group, if that makes sense. But yeah, would you ask me right now?
How did you reach out? But I think I remember.
Yeah, I think I just texted him a couple times, like invited him to things. Nothing. no response. So
yeah, I feel like I have a lot of friends from like especially elementary school time, or just like even acquaintances. I mean, in elementary school, I feel like you think you're friends with like everyone or whatever, like you recognize everyone. So I feel like elementary school is like a very different type of dynamic with friends.
yeah,
But I definitely do know what you mean by like missing the dynamic of just like high school and like even college sometimes, but like the dynamic of it being so easy to get together with your friends and just do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, after school, do you guys want to go to so-and-so's house and like make lunch and then go climb this hill and whatever, watch a movie after?
Literally.
Like, just stupid shit.
Stupid shit. Sometimes I think, like, in conjunction with, like, that other concept that we were just talking about, like, what the fuck did we used to talk about? Because, like,
dude,
how deep was it? You
I mean,
know
like,
what I mean?
listening to, like, you know, my niece or whatever, I'm just like, okay. What are you
At the
talking
time, though,
about?
you think it's fucking deep. Like, or you're, like, very invested, obviously.
I mean, like, I think high school it definitely got
Deeper.
But even then, I'm like thinking back to conversations I've had with like acquaintances or like good friends in high school that like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what were we talking about? Like prom, I guess, like events. You know what I mean? Like,
Or,
oh my
like,
god, are
liking
you
a
dating
person?
anyone?
Yeah.
Did you go to the game last week? The tailgate, did you see this? Like, just drama.
I think it's also because, like, we were all so connected to, like a place, like, school.
Community, yeah.
We always were in the know of the same thing. So it's just, like, you would talk.
Yeah, it's like
around the same
updating a person today is like, oh my god, do you remember so-and-so? Or like, my friend, this person, and they're like, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, there's just this like unspoken bond between like high school besties. You're just like,
yeah.
this person is now pregnant. And
Yeah.
like to you, if I were to tell Mel like, this person's pregnant, you'd be like, okay. And I'm like, no, you don't get it though.
Yeah, no.
Like that person was dating this person and whatever.
Yeah. I think even, like, now, I mean, there's, like, that part of connecting with somebody who, like, you've known for so long, like, where you've, like, seen each other grow up. But even, like, being adults, like, we're so caught up in our own lives that it's hard to, like, almost even envision what the other person's, like, going through, if that makes sense. Like
the distance, you mean? Like distance friends?
No, not even, like, so, like, even, like, we see each other, like, almost every day. So it's, like, easy for us to, like, if I tell you something that's happening in my life, it's easy for you to kind of like visualize it and kind of like get invested.
I'm like, I know what your house looks like, your car.
Yeah. But if like somebody who you're catching up with hasn't had like that closeness of like being with somebody in their life for like for all that long and all that long anymore, it's hard to visualize that or like be invested again. So it's just like interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. I think of that about like one of my high school best friends. Like I see her post things and I'm like, wow, I have no idea what your life is about anymore. But like I was there for you, like through a literally some crazy shit, and like now we know nothing about each other. When you're asked how are you, how often do you answer truthfully? Girl, like 10% of the time. Who the fuck answers that question honestly? Come on.
Could you imagine like
actually I've had a really hard day
at the cashier? How are you doing? Actually, like, I've had an awful day. I've been really, like,
it's like trauma
stressed.
dumping.
Yeah,
Chill out.
No
one's actually asking how you're doing.
It's just courtesy at this point.
Which, like, if you do answer more honestly, I mean,
you're brave, girl.
As long as it's like a short answer, you know what I mean? But yeah, no.
I think though, like when I ask, maybe like not, and it depends on the setting. I feel like if I ask you, like if we're sitting here, I'm like, so how are you doing? Like actually doing.
Right, that's different.
I want you to tell me actually.
But not just if, like we walk into the door and we're like, how are you?
Yeah.
It's like, good. And then later.
You're like, great, okay.
It'll spill eventually.
What is the most unexplainable thing that's ever happened to you? Okay, I can't like actually think of anything. Cause I think like the way that I live life is like knowing that there's a reason for everything. So like that's hard. So I'm gonna go with supernatural and just go back to the spooky story of the fact that I heard like literally a ghost munching on cereal and it chased me down the hall.
What episode is that? Trendy costumes and spooky stories?
Yeah, it was like last year's Halloween episode.
You guys should listen to that one.
That shit was scary.
There's some good supernatural stories in that. So, ooh, I hate that.
I don't know. I can't think of anything because I think that like the universe puts...
I think that's an answer also, you know?
Okay, well, that's
everything's explainable. That's my answer. I'm like, go deeper. Why they gotta be like this? What part of your life works and what part of your life hurts?
Damn.
Sister, what part of my life is working right now? My workout routine is working, but is it?
It is. You've been very consistent.
Let me get serious. There's a part of my life that's working. I feel like this is like a hard question because I think I'm going through a period of life where I feel like nothing's working. So this is a good exercise for me.
Like I can give you at least 2 things.
I mean, I think like my family and friendships are like doing well. I am grateful for that. I guess I'm like just not being grateful for that because I feel like it's been like that for a while. So I don't know. Single life has been working. So like in that regard, that's why family and friends are probably so easy right now because I don't have another person like that I'm trying to like balance that with.
Mm-hmm.
Part of my life hurts, every part of it. I don't know. Work, therapy's not happening. I should be in therapy, as I've said so many times. I feel like creatively, it's just not working right now. But I think the reason why I think things aren't working is because there's no societal version of success right now. Like today. Like I can't say like, I just got this brand new client and they're amazing and they're signed up for a 4-month contract. But like I could have said that last year. So like for obviously success needs to be consistent. Like that's just the, fact of the matter. It does. So for right now, I feel like I'm a completely different person when I'm not like in a moment of success. But I try to remind myself that like life ebbs and flows and I'm just trying to figure it out. As we all are. Thumbs up if you can relate.
Ask a question you'd be too afraid to ask, something you wouldn't dare to ask. Like to you?
I guess.
Or like to the
it's
group
so
if you were playing
vague.
with Okay.
Something you wouldn't dare to ask me? I'm nervous.
I gotta think about this one. I guess like this is like kind of easy, but I feel like I would. It's interesting because I feel like I could ask this question anytime. It's just there's a moment of vulnerability right here. So.
Oh fuck me.
How do I ask it though?
Oh my goodness, she is fucking amping it up.
Like you could see the little calculations in my
head. The cloud in her, the woman with the math.
Do you feel like I could be doing more in our friendship, partnership, like business partnership, just like in our relationship as people together?
I don't think you asked this last time. I feel like you asked if I was codependent in a relationship. I think friendship-wise, which we've talked about, I don't know when we talked about this, but like just spending more time together outside of work, which like is a you and me thing. We both, I think, need to like, make more time to do.
Yeah, but it could also things. You could also be in that same regard saying like, I could initiate more things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like we do initiate, so I don't know. I think we just need to spend more time. But it's like we go through phases, so it's kind of hard to say. You know what I mean? Like we'll go through like a fucking 3-week period of like every weekend seeing each other.
Yeah.
And then life gets busy, so it's like, it is what it is. Maybe it's just like less that we need to make more time doing stuff outside of business, because literally last week we did have like kind of like a personal day and did whatever. Maybe just like need more of those, because I think in the line of work that we're in, it's hard because I'm very like, like I want to get shit done, I want to whatever, productivity, blah, I'm that bitch. And it's hard because I think creativity has to be there when we do work. Like the actual work we're doing requires creativity and like feelings of excitement. So if we're like constantly in the state of like go go go, I need to feel accomplished because I sent 10 emails today or whatever the case, it's not that exciting of a I'm like criticizing myself here.
Like something that I've noticed in other friendships with myself is that like I need more like one-on-one time with people, because I feel like our friend groups are very meshed in all types of ways, that like it's easy to like compile everybody in, or even like hang out with Logan, like compiling everybody in is very easy, but then like the one-on-one connection tends to like not be prioritized. And I feel like
I hear
that then like doesn't make me feel like stable in my relationships. Yeah, so I feel like that's something that I've noticed as a need for myself. You know,
see, but that's something you would change.
Yeah.
About yourself, or like how you interact. Take me to Sephora. Like, I don't fucking know. I just can't think of anything.
Would it help for us to have like structured activities?
See, I was gonna say that, but I'm like, that's a we thing. Like we would both fucking plan that. Or
yeah, but out. Like maybe like, okay,
I'm like, Mel, tomorrow initiate.
Like, let's say, like, every Thursday, because we're podcasting and we come here.
We go to the thrift store.
Like, yeah, we go to the thrift store, or I come earlier and we do your hike together, or some shit. Or, like, on Tuesdays when you come to my house, like, I create an activity for us to structurally do every Tuesday.
That would be
for
so
us to,
fun.
like, you know what I mean? Like, bond over. Like, maybe that's something.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
So,
I don't know what it is, but I like that idea.
okay.
Let's do it. What's been the best compliment a stranger has ever given you? I just fucking got one and I forgot what it was. I literally told the person that is the best compliment I've gotten. I think the last time I feel like I answered this and I said that, like, my eyes are very... See, this guy told me. he was like, your eye... Fuck, he said it, like, so fucking poetically. We're at a bar and I was like, okay. He said something like, your eyes just show so much emotion or something. I don't know. Something. It was romantic. Oh, literally, he responded to my story and he said, you look vibrant and happy. Hooray.
That's sweet.
I was like... Okay, men need to start sliding into DMs with you look vibrant and happy. I'm sorry, that is so sweet.
That also says you don't need me. I like that you look so happy alone and you're thriving. Maybe I just add addition to that vibrancy or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, you look hot. I'm like,
okay, do more.
Try again. Delete, resend. Like,
unsend, resend.
Unsend, resend something else.
Level 3?
Yep, level 3.
What do you think my weakness is?
Oh my god. I feel like I could say what my annoying thing is, like, structure. I think your weakness is structure and I, like, balance it out. But I think I'm on, like, the total, like, annoying spectrum of structure. Because I think you don't like structure. I don't think it's your weakness. I think you just, like, prefer not to do it, which, like, I think is good. But also, like, you just talked about doing structure in a fun way.
I get what you're saying.
So maybe that's not the answer.
I wouldn't say that you're wrong.
No?
It's weird because I feel like I have the duality of, like, I can and am very organized as a person.
Yeah, organized
but
is
I
totally different.
hate having to have, like, a structured life because it makes me really anxious. And so, like, I feel like as a kid I used to do it and make myself really, really anxious. And now as
like
an
with
adult,
school you didn't like structure either? Or in what ways as a kid, I guess?
more so, no, actually, yeah, like, I didn't really like being told,
Like the same thing over and over and over.
yeah. It's more like, switch it up. I don't know.
I respect
I
it.
do enjoy sometimes having structure. For the most part, I do. I think that sometimes it's hard for me to follow because I get bored.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of the...
So like a structure that has...
I think I need to have, like, a rotating structure. Which is
Yeah.
why I think school did work for me, because
It's like
every
other
semester...
days. And yeah.
like, it would change. And they'd be like, oh, whole new, like, set of organization.
Okay, here we go. Wild card. Scroll through each other's Instagrams and find the picture you feel best represents your partner's essence and comment why you chose that image. I just feel like, okay, so the other ones that I was, like, deciding between, which we're not going to show because that's just too much, but the other ones I was deciding between, you were, like, serving face, which I think is, like, always, you know, like, Mel's face card never declines. And this one, you just, like, you look kind of, like, happy serving face, you know what I mean? Like, normally she's, like, serving face and it's, like, damn, okay, model. And this one's just, like, I'm happy, but, like, I'm also serving face.
That's my essence.
That's
serving face. The happy.
I mean, like low-key a little bit. Like, Mel is just always serving. But, I mean, I know, like, the, like, story behind the photo, too. Like, that it's your childhood room.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think that's, like, obviously, like, in its own way.
Like, essence.
Capturing the essence of who you were and why you are who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's just, like, a classic, like, I don't know, like, you could hang this in your house and your kid's gonna be like, that's mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I don't know how to describe it. How do you describe an essence of being? Like, you just look fucking happy and, like, I don't know. But you're, like, serving face still. Like, how do people do that? I don't know how she's doing. I don't know how she's doing that. Like,
I'm just chilling in my old room.
not that you're, like, deep in thought in this exact moment or anything. But, like, I know you're, like, a very deep thinking individual.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in that moment, even you knew, like, taking that photo, like,
This is gonna be a moment.
this is the moment in my life.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I definitely think that about that photo.
Like, did I capture the essence?
Yes, you
guys?
captured
I don't
deep
know.
thinking person, I guess.
Oh my god, dude, don't.
Okay.
Don't scroll too far.
I think I'm gonna choose a more recent one just because it's, like,
More recent.
more recent.
Yeah.
But I think the essence that it's giving is I think like you're in a period of your life where like you've outgrown a lot of like these old parts of you, and like you've carried yourself in a way where like it's not in a fearful way, like you're very looking forward into the future. Not sometimes anxiously, I will say.
A lot anxiously.
But I think at the same time, like, you always have, like, positive intent and towards of, like, you do see that it's gonna always, like, get better. And I feel like you're facing, like, the sunset and stuff. And, like, you're having a very, like, celebratory, like, pose. And so, I mean, you are holding, like, a fucking Vizzy. But, like, cut the Vizzy out. Like, you still look...
Even then, yeah.
You still look like you're celebratory of, like, towards life. And, like, I feel like before, your essence was very, like you said, structured and, like, working to this goal that was never for you. And now you can, like, see the opportunity of, like, life that's forever unfolding. And I think before, like, you had a set plan and it was the plan. And now it's, like, just let it fucking flow. Let it unfold.
Especially if I had, like, kept up some archived photos. You'd be like, oh, it's given the structure.
It's given the trophy wife.
It's given.
But yeah. I'm going to kind of ask this with the question, the wild card, but what would make you feel closer to me? It's different, actually.
I think, like, doing something creative together, but individually. So, like, how we want to do pottery. Because I feel like everything we do right now is, like, very much, like, we have to combine our creativities.
Yeah.
And, like, we have to make it work or, like, whatever. And then I think it'd be nice to see, like, what you do on your own creatively and then what I do. And then we can compare it. And I feel like it'll bring us closer to, like, just knowing each other and our individual visions. And then thus bringing us, like, closer with our combined visions. Which, like, isn't the end goal. But I think in... the end, that's what we would end up with. What do you think I fear the most?
I don't know. I think similarly to me, where like you fear like not finding a full purpose. And like, although I had said like in my previous answer about like you feeling like optimistic about like the future, I think like the future holds a lot of anxiety for you. In the sense that you are scared that you're not going to find the thing, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think my answer is, like, the fear of, like, my dreams and goals never coming to fruition. So, like, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was going to say failure, but I don't think that you're scared of failure. I think that you, like, can take failure and then, like, redirect it. But I think that similarly, that's why I said, like, not finding... Or, like, feeling like life just goes by and you didn't do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you guys know my deepest fear. Thanks.
We had just said that we don't do this on the podcast anymore.
Oh, shit.
Both players share something you're most grateful for in this current moment.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm grateful for the fact that we have been so consistent in doing something like our podcast or our business. And we sit down with each other like once a week and like talk deeply about things. And I feel like it's almost like we have like a structured thing where we're like, we need to do it. But at the same time, I think we both enjoy it. And I am grateful that we both enjoy it still in this current moment.
I am grateful that like we can still, one, make the time, and two, like have the availability to still pursue the things that we want to pursue as individuals and together.
Yeah. What has this conversation taught you about yourself? Is this to me or to you? To you, right?
I think me. I think the first time we played, I don't know, maybe I did get this question, or like the final card is similar to this. Yeah, I feel like I've just like come a long way. Maybe I'm comparing it to the last time we played, which is still relevant, but I was very scared. I'd never played this game the first time we played it, so I like had no expectations. I was like super scared, because normally I don't share my emotions in general in my life, but I think since I've played that game, I'm more open to expressing myself.
Yeah.
Especially with the podcast. I feel like it's just like become part of my life to now be vulnerable with a lot of people and strangers and even people I do know. But yeah, I think I'm just like more open to being vulnerable and identifying, like being self-aware and identifying those emotions. Because I think back in the day, I was just like fucking
going through it and not even like knowing why,
addressing it or like trying to fix it, just being like, I hate that I'm like this, why, and not figuring out why.
It's a good answer.
Okay. Oh my god. Wild card, give each other nicknames. I don't fucking
know, dude.
Our names are nicknames.
Yeah.
I can't.
She's a different one.
Okay, I can't think of anything.
I think that like you maybe are really hard on yourself in terms of like I think after
everything?
This last yes,
I'm like on everything.
but I think after this last breakup, I think you like yet again we're in a place where like it's almost like you thought you like took a turn in like self-growth because you like accepted somebody shitty again in your life or something like that, you know? I said what I said.
She said what she said.
And today it's funny because you had said like, universe, don't let me wait too long, or like don't keep me waiting or whatever.
Yes.
It's the first time I've heard you say something like that, because I feel like you so wholeheartedly, I think like we're doing or trying to do this single thing, not only to like obviously have fun, but I think you feel like an obligation to
my partner
doing it right.
Oh,
you know what I mean, like getting it out of your system or whatever. And I don't know if it's because you think that you're not ready for a partner, and I think that what I'm saying is that I think you are. I think it's just like I think there's never like the right time to be with somebody. I think
there's
like,
always something to work through.
Yeah, or like the right person is gonna be at the right time, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that like you're very hard on yourself in terms of like being a perfect partner. But I think that you were just like met with a very challenging relationship that was like never meant for you. And so what I want you to know is that like I think you definitely would be a very great partner to somebody now or later or whenever it is that you come in to find the right person. But I think that like it's not something that you need like a lot of work on, like you know what I mean. I think like you are already a really great person, and I think you have like learned through these last experience how to manage yourself better in a relationship. And I think like going forward, I think you should know that you are ready. It's just like a matter of like finding the person that fits the right like criteria.
Because I feel like I agree with you. I feel like I not always, but like in relationship episodes or like when we're talking about that shit, I'm like, I'm a great girlfriend. So like I know that I would be a great partner in general to someone. I guess I'm just like, I think I spent so many fucking years of my life dedicating them to someone else. And even in this last relationship, I don't think I like was to the extent the one before that, like every time I'm growing, right?
Yeah.
But like I still found myself dedicating my purpose to helping this person when like what were they giving me in return?
Yeah.
What was I actually like growing as a person in a positive, you know, way? In the end, we all know I grew still, but like, yeah, I feel like I just like I'm still happy single. And I think Tinks had a podcast about like 5 things to enjoy while being single. And I said, I think in last week's episode or something, like, I see now why being single, you have to like convince yourself that you enjoy it at a certain age because of all this pressure. But I do feel like I used to think I was like thriving in relationships, and now I think I actually, prior to filming this, I thought that I thrived as a single person, but I think now I am just realizing that like I can thrive as both.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, with the right person, because obviously when I'm thrown off of my routine or the things I enjoy about being single, it's not that I like get to hit up guys whenever I want or whatever. It's just that like I'm not literally being a mom to somebody.
Yes.
Like,
you don't need to raise somebody. Like when I say the right person, it's more of like somebody who will, in a kind and actual like compassionate and constructive way, will tell you like, hey, why don't we both take space not in a like a mean way, but like go hang out with your girls. I'm gonna hang out and like just like do my thing for today. Like doing that constructively for the benefit of both of you, or even if it's like, let me come and hang out with your friends. Like let's do something together with your friends versus like you having to push those things, you know, having somebody who's like
actively wanting
to be a part of your life and not like,
yeah,
you know, needing you in that kind of a way.
But yeah, I don't know, it's interesting though. Thanks. It's good to hear.
Good.
One day I will.
One day I will.
One day I will be in a relationship, guys. What do you think my defining characteristic is?
Even if you're uncomfortable or like nervous, the response is to actively be extra friendly.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like,
no.
Because you're laughing. I'm like, I'm not saying you're being like any other type of like way. It's more of like.
Give me an example of a situation.
Like if we walk into. We've never done this, but like walking to a fucking networking event. Okay. I think like we would both feel anxious and nervous.
And my response is just to be like,
hi, like hi, yeah, like getting like almost like just getting so like right into it versus just like I would probably like scope it out a little bit, see who would probably give me a reaction that I want. And then, like, try to, like, create a relationship with someone like that. But, like...
story in your head.
I think for you, like, you just fucking just go at it. Like, you just see somebody, like, whoever it is, and you just say hi, like, right away. So this is, like, probably an hour-ish now.
Yeah.
We'll see. But we're gonna run it to a glowing hour very quickly.
Okay.
All right, we are having a bourbon drink today, which is very unlike us, but we're trying something new. What was it called?
A cinnamon bourbon? It sounds like Fireball, but I promise you.
Oh, I fucking
It's not going to be like that. That's not what I was expecting. Okay.
It tastes like a Fireball margarita, bitch.
I'm sorry, this is like triggering. This may or may not be like the alcohol I would sneak from my parents or something, because the fuck, this flavor is giving like, we took a swig and passed it around real quick. You know what I mean? That is the flavor I'm getting. Or like at Victoria's house when we'd have little parties and steal her parents' alcohol. So we're doing level 1 as a reminder, which level 1 is perception. So these are like, you know, goofy, silly questions.
Goofy, silly questions. Okay.
Hopefully.
I think you know this, but do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, for what? Or what for?
Oh. I don't think you've been fired. Oh, okay. Stupid ass. Okay, you've been like let go, but you haven't been fired. That's different.
It is different.
Fired is like you fucking were late too many times and they fired you.
Yeah.
You've been let go. Just normal. Do you think I was popular in school? Explain.
Yes. I think you were popular. I think you were similarly popular. I think you were more popular than me, but I think you were similarly popular in the sense that like we were heavily involved in like student activities, and so naturally we were just like with some popular people and like
fairly known.
And obviously like you were vice president, so like you've had to have had people who know you and shit. So yes.
Okay. It's so funny because I think at the time I don't think I ever gave it like a second thought, like, oh, am I popular or not? Which I think is like probably a sign that you
are popular.
Because like I feel like if you want more friends or you feel lonely at school, you start having those thoughts. So I was very blessed in that way. But I think now, like if I meet people from high school, most people that I'm meeting aren't my same grade. Like obviously same grade. I would or not expect everyone, but like people that I spoke to or whatever, I would think that they would recognize me to a degree. But like anyone else, I'm like, do you remember me?
Yeah.
Like it's so awkward. And yeah, I mean, I don't remember all the fucking like freshman year. It's not like I was like, that was my vice president freshman year or my president.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
But the reason I answered it that way is because I think I have like a perception of like TV popularity where like the entire school knows who the fuck you are.
Like bad bitch.
Like
energy.
bad bitch.
Like she walks on campus and
like main cheerleader type
Mean
vibe. You know what I
Girls
mean?
type shit.
So like maybe that's just like a skewed perception and nobody's
Of
actually that
popularity.
popular.
That's what I wonder. Like who? Like if that is, who was that at school?
I know who mine was. She wasn't mean though.
Good for her. Proud of
But
her.
I know who that was. And for the guys,
I know other grades, not my own though.
for the guys,
I guess like homecoming courts and like prom courts.
yeah.
I will say mine was pretty fair though. Like there was not a lot, but like I think throughout my years it wasn't like just the sports people that were in court. It was like very spread out.
That's good.
Good for Los Altos.
Good for the Altos. Very fair.
Love that for us.
What is my body language telling you right now?
That's stupid. You're chilling. I don't fucking know. You're comfortable? Okay.
Correct.
Is that it? Okay. That's how I'm perceiving you.
bit tipsy.
Do I look kind? Explain.
No, you're a mean ass bitch.
I feel like
I think
if you didn't know me, you'd think I had a resting bitch face,
if you were
probably.
like near nobody, just walking around or like standing,
You might be like,
I'd be like, she has a bitchy face.
She's not that kind looking.
But I think as soon as like you go to talk to somebody, given kind, you know, given
Yeah,
kind.
it's just that resting bitch face, you know? Classic.
I keep drinking this like I love it.
It's not. We're still gonna post the recipe.
I'm telling you, if you love like Fireball, to you.
Watch them be like, this is nothing
They're
like
this
Fireball.
tastes like spit.
Yeah, they're like, no.
What about me is most strange or unfamiliar to you? Oh wait, it was your turn.
No, I don't. I said, do I look kind?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What
About me is most strange or unfamiliar to you?
That's like a hard question when I've known you for so many years. There's nothing strange and unfamiliar about you right now.
Okay, fair.
Maybe once you dye your hair in an hour, it'll be your hair.
Hey, that is something very unfamiliar because I feel like I only knew you as a blonde and then I dyed my hair. Like we met when I was blonde
You mean you dyed your hair like brown?
and then I dyed my hair brown and you've only known me as a brunette. Really. So I'm going to be still brunette, but just like a lighter brunette.
I'm like, she's going green.
She's pink.
Going ghost.
Okay.
What about me intrigues you? These are like silly when we've known each other for so long.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, this one's like not even if I didn't know you. Like how you stay so neutral in ways. I think you've like
You said
more
how.
recently created an opinion of like between like spectrums. But I think overall, even though you have an opinion, you can still hear somebody out in a way that's like kind. And like that intrigues me because I have strong opinions and like I can't let them go sometimes. So that's my answer.
It's a good one.
Who do you think my celebrity crush is?
Bitch, what the fuck? Who would your celebrity crush be? Oh, Drake? But like, I know you, so I know it's Drake.
If you didn't know me, what would you think it'd be?
I think it would be like an indie guy.
Like fucking
yes.
Jesse Rutherford.
Right. Which is why he came to mind originally. Okay.
I mean, he is one of my crushes. I guess.
Still.
I don't know about is anymore, but I like saw him perform last year, and I was like, he's fucking hot.
Didn't he cheat?
Allegedly.
You said that's alleged.
I said alleged.
What compliment do you think I hear the most? Come on.
You're so tall.
Yep. That's
the
classic.
one.
Yeah, that's it. You're so tall.
Alright, what many of these?
Think of your favorite childhood TV show of all time, and on the count of 3, say it out loud. Both of us.
Of all time?
I know, dude. I have so many.
God damn. Okay, all time. Let me see.
Childhood TV show. Okay, a show.
Like child, or like I was like
I think under the age of 12. I don't even know.
even
exactly what that is.
Too much because there's like, what did I watch on PBS versus like Disney Channel? You know what I mean?
Okay, so then let's do like 5th grade to 8th grade.
5th Okay.
Like kind of more young adult genre.
Okay. One sec.
That narrows it. Oh my god, we literally just talked about all these amazing shows. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hannah Montana.
Ah! So I was gonna say that or Sweet Life.
Okay. I was thinking Hannah Montana because I was like, I think I was genuinely excited when a new episode came out.
Absolutely.
And I just loved that bitch.
That bitch is great.
She was doing great things. I think Wizards of Waverly Place was another good one, but she gave me night terrors. So.
I wasn't excited to watch the show every day that there was a new episode. It was more I liked the show and I saw it when it was on.
I think Sweet Life, OG days for sure.
Yes.
The haunted episode.
Fantastic.
We should watch that.
We should. So I know we said this last week, but if you missed it, we want to start kind of a book club with having certain episodes highlight certain books and we talk about them. We're reading currently, which I haven't bought, but this is your reminder to buy it and to start, Nick Viles' new book called
Don't Text Your Ex Happy Birthday.
Don't Text Your Ex Happy Birthday. So get on the book.
I just added it on Goodreads. The reviews. People were hating. The people were trifling. I was like, and some woman, she's 40 years old, left a review, which is fine. I'm not trying to say that in a demeaning way. But she was like, I'm married with kids, and I thought this was going to be a cute book about reflecting and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, but he talks to me like I'm a little kid and whatever. She just hated the book.
You're like, girl, talk about don't texting your ex if you're single.
Yeah,
he's not grown.
The target market isn't, and she was just saying all of his thoughts were very obvious, and I'm like, maybe they're not obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're just so fucking happy in your relationship that you can't see that maybe some women are struggling out here, which is fine.
It's very fucked up.
Which I was like, I mean, hopefully, I still don't know if it's an amazing book. We will find out. But based on his podcast, I enjoy his advice.
Yeah.
So, whatever. You guys should read it. We're excited. And maybe the next book, if we start getting some traction on it, we could all pick together. Mm-hmm. So everyone can get a say on it. No preference on, category. Let's just not do historical fiction or something.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I don't want to do that, but...
But, so, get on that. Get your books. Let us know if you like this episode. If you want us to play self-reflection pack. I think We're Not Really Strangers needs to come up with a part or a second edition of this, because then people who've had it for a while, I think it's
or just an extension
yeah. But if you want us to play a different variation of the game, let us know. Or if you guys know of any other games like this, also let us know.
Yeah, we'd like to play that.
But let us know your thoughts. We'll catch you guys on next week's episode. Don't forget to give us a review, a like on
YouTube,
and follow us on Instagram, where we give you updates, and
leave us a review, please, on Spotify and Apple. That is what brings us higher in the ratings, so more people can see us. That'd be great.
Yeah,
if you enjoy us. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
See you later.
Bye.